And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show that is providing madness to you now at 50% off till midnight, only known as Under the Radar. And you know, folks, I got a feeling in the near future, if we start designing t-shirts, we are going to give them away for 50 to 75% off whenever Cyber Monday hits. And according to the maestro, we can't do that, and the PR department's giving me the thumbs up, so I'm gonna go with them. But we have to come up with a cool design first. Yeah. And speaking of cool designs, folks, I think it's time for us to check out the Twitterverse for all those cool screenshots from this past weekend for a very special Cyber Monday edition of the 4 Squared Delight. And the first screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Silver Wine, or Silver Wayne? No, let's go with the second one, with their screenshot from the video game Work in Progress. And the screenshot that they provided for this week not only shows an ancient temple gilded on the side with a whole bunch of stairs and a cool looking fountain on the side of it, but to the right side of the other side of the picture, showing what the temple truly looks like when it's corrupted by evil power, which shows the temple having black stairs, neon, I guess, water running from it, and even a couple of moss designs over on the side with an evil green emerald glow in the back. Just pretty cool. And this picture on the left side automatically reminds me of the temple you get a chance to unlock in the Pt.3 64 game, and the temple on the right side reminds me a little bit of the evil temple you saw during the series of Ninjago. Yeah, definitely does. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that for the evil temple to the right, you get a chance to actually try to uncorrupt that said temple by taking it over. Neither that or fighting a whole bunch of skeletons on the top of that said temple itself. Or the ability to control it once you take it over. Yeah, because I got a feeling that'll be a fun power for that little tower that's over there. Yes, Maestro, a tower of power, even though that's a pyramid. But besides towers and pyramids, folks, the next screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Sir G's Chateau, nice Twitter name by the way, with their said screenshot from the video game Code Zero. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our fighter taking on another fighter that looks sort of like Mega Man, only to knock him into the air and do the infamous move I've seen in plenty of fighting games before, known as the Izuna Drop, which is a pretty cool death spiral thing that they do on the top of their heads that I think one of the characters in Naruto used to do besides Yoshimitsu and Koru, a part of the series of Bloody Roar. And speaking of Bloody Roar, folks, this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Bloody Roar, Tekken, Naruto, the fighting game that they came out with that I can't remember the name of properly, and a little hint of the Tekken movie itself, because I'm pretty sure they did that move in the movie too. Well, the first one, not the second one. And here's hoping in the near future for this game is that you get a chance to actually design your own hit combination leading into that said move. And maybe, just maybe, a super pile driver like Zangief would do included in this game as well. Yeah. And Maestro brought up an interesting point too. The ninja that was in the game, Dead or Alive, did this move too. Thanks for the heads up, Maestro. I completely forgot about it, and here's hoping that you get a chance to design his costume almost the same way in this game too, even though the ninja looks like him with the exception that he wears a cape. Does the guy in Dead or Alive wears a cape too? Don't remember. But before we get lost on ninjas and capes, folks, the next screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Noah Corp with their game, Bulletville. And the screenshot that we have up for this week for this game shows our hero riding around in this makeshift ATV, or makeshift off-road vehicle, testing out the obstacle course by riding on a couple of the bumps, and even riding past a loop-de-loop only to make its way off-road to fly down the road and do a cool Pete Townsend slide before heading back up the other side of the obstacle course and even giving the gas a little bit of a thrust to test out the torque of this said car as well. And oh, did I forget to mention that this car has a rocket booster in the back too? Yeah, because it does. And that's probably half the reason why in the world it flipped over at the end of this video. Yeah, it's a thing. And this automatically reminds me of a combination of not only roll cage, but a little hint of the second installment of Rallycross. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you get a chance to design this car and actually customize it from the ground up. Because I would really love to see this car in a black and red combination and even get a chance to redesign the engine to truly bring out the nature of this beast of a car, or off-road vehicle according to the maestro. And the next screenshot that we have up, besides souped up cars that are off-road friendly, comes from the Twitter page of Incineration_P with their game, Dark Fantasy. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our heroine actually making her way through what appears to be something they call the Realm of Death, only to walk forward in its giant oversized cathedral to see a whole bunch of fallen down candelabras and blood on the ground inside of this cathedral before leaving it, and never to return to this evil place again, hopefully. And with this screenshot alone, folks, this automatically reminds me of a combination of Dark Souls with a little hint of Soul Calibur in there as well, if it was an open world version of the game, which would be pretty cool if they were able to make that. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that besides having that rapier for a sword to use in the game, they also include one of those cool giant oversized Excalibur swords that you can use in this game, and even give you a chance to get some cool armor to go along with it. And according to the maestro, is that armor not good enough for me? No, it's okay, but I wish they had armor sort of like what Nightmare wears to go along with that cool Excalibur sword if it's in this game. Yeah, you know, just food for thought, maestro. Just food for thought. And the last but not least screenshot before me and Maestro get in a screenshot argument comes from the Twitter page of Midnight Games. Nice Twitter page name, by the way, with their game, Rogue Agents. And besides the cool name for this game, folks, the screenshot that they provided for this week features our agent not only doing a Pete Townsend slide across the other side of a wall, but also doing a wall ride only to jump directly into a well of sorts and to do a tuck and roll and make their way dodging bullets the entire time, only for him to say, although this was cool, I lost the 1v1. Well, at least you lost with style. And this screenshot automatically reminds me of a combination of not only, I do believe, Uncharted with a little hint of a third-person version of 007. Yeah, it really does. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, since it has the word agents in it, they have some cool Q-like gadgets to try to take out your opponents, including what, Maestro? Yes, a grappling hook. Really hoping they include a grappling hook into this game besides some crazy watch laser or, you know, secret drone that you can send into the sky to try to take out your opponent from a faraway range. That'd be pretty cool. You know, some of the weapons that was featured in the game, Agents Under Fire, would be a better description. But besides me comparing games to other games as usual, folks, if you guys want to go ahead and check out any of these other cool screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend for yourselves, you can head on over to the Twitter pages of not only OctoCurio, Oliver Snyder's, Shot_Games, Indie Rhymes, Playing Indies, or even under the hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. But if you guys want to check out the screenshots that we liked and talked about on this show and get an interpretation of it for yourselves, you can head on over to our Twitter page, only known as the 00 Agent 0012, where Maestro apparently made a screenshot folder entitled Cyber Screenshot Saturdays. And even though there's no such thing as a Cyber Saturday, the fact that he made the folder Chrome, I'll just go along with it. I'll just play along. Why not? And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back to this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another bone-breaking edition of the Wild World of Stuns right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.